In this video, I am going to be showing you guys how I stretch my type 4 hair to get my hair from this to this. So it is actually very quick. It took me about 20 minutes only because I was filming it. This would actually take me about 10 minutes or less to stretch all my hair. I'm going to give you all my tips, all my little details, and looking good. So if that seems like something you're interested in, make sure you keep watching. Hey loves, it's Angelica aka Angie B. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Angelica. I do videos all about natural hair, growing your natural hair, a little bit of beauty here and there when it's requested. So if that seems like something you might be interested in, please hit the subscribe button. It is listed right down there, as well as the bell icon. If you click the bell, that will just make sure that you guys get notifications every single time I post. Without further ado, let us get straight into the video. So starting off, this is what my hair is looking like. Crazy. I kind of just took my bonnet off and this is what it looks like. It's basically very, very small, pretty defined, although it's not as defined as I usually get it because I was running out of hair gel. So this was the best I could do, but considering how my wash and goes used to go, this is still pretty perfect. So I start by dividing my hair down the middle, and then I'll divide each side into two sections again, and those sections will kind of be divided into smaller ones. So I'm starting with this side, and I'm just putting a band around it, a hair band, and I'm not like tying it twice or whatever. I just needed to hold the hair out of the way. So we're going to start with that back section, but first we do the other side in the front. Then for the back, I divide that into two and then I clip one side up. So we're going to start with this section on this side of my head, and I'll start by getting like a small section out of it. If your hair is on the finer side or you've got thinner hair, you could probably do this in one big section, but I have so much hair I have to do this. So here what I do is I get some John Frieda Frizz Ease Serum. For every section, I take a really tiny amount like that, just to help with the shine and to get out the crunch in the hair and make it feel nice and soft. And it just makes the hair look very nice and moisturized. And it also feels moisturizing. And if you don't have a serum, you can just use whatever oil you have that's slightly on the weightier side. Not castor oil, just something like olive oil or something. And then I'm taking my blow dryer, taking off the attachment, and I'm just using it like that. And I'm holding my hair taut, and I'm making sure to hold the ends and cover them with my hands so that the frizz doesn't spread to the curly parts, because the most important part of your hair when you're doing this stretching routine is to keep your ends nice and curly, because that's what makes the hair look nice and defined. And as you guys can see, the hair looks nice and smooth and it just looks a little bit more elongated. So I'm going to keep doing this for every single tiny section. Honestly, it didn't take me too long. You guys will see, I think I say it at the end, but I'm pretty sure it took me about 15 minutes to be done with my whole head. So as you guys can see, I'm doing it on the top part and under the little section, and then I just kind of spread it apart. I'm not like raking my fingers through anything or something like that, because that would break apart the curls. I am just doing this with every section. Like you can see, I pick a small section, blow dry it, and then spread it out. I am not spraying any water or anything like that. The hair is 100% dry. It's not damp. You want to make sure that your hair is 100% dry, because if your hair is damp, there is a chance that you might promote frizz, because your hair is like drying in this kind of state and the curls might not fully form. So I always do this on 100% dry hair. And so this is the front piece. You want to stretch your hair the way you're going to wear it more often, but it doesn't matter if it's not exactly how you want to wear it, because it will be stretched. You can move it around, but just to keep the curls nice and as defined as you can keep them, it's best to blow dry the hair in the sections and a direction that you want to actually wear the hair. So I'm just continuing doing this throughout the rest of these little sections, and I'll show you now that I do the front piece slightly different. For the section so far, it's kind of going like in a U shape. I'm doing one side of my my hair first, and for the front, you can see I got like a front piece and I'm blow drying that first, facing like forward, like bangs basically, because that's how I like my hair to fall. And I just divided this into about 3 sections, and I continue doing this to stretch the hair. And you'll see the difference between both sides of my head as I finish doing all of the as I finish stretching all the hair on this side, there's actually a big difference. Now this is kind of like you have to decide, do you want super defined hair or big hair? Because as you guys can see, a little bit of the definition is gone, but you can still see the curls and it's nice and big. So now once you've defined everything, you want to go in and tease it. Now if you have an afro comb, that's what you should use. I did not have one, so I was just using my wide tooth comb, and I'm kind of just sticking the comb in my hair like in different sections, as you guys can see, and just like teasing the roots of the hair and pulling a little bit of that hair out just so that it stays out nice and big. But again, you want to make sure you do not drag the comb too far down, and you don't want to drag it through the ends of your hair because that will break the curls and you just have a big like frizzy fro. And if that's the look you're going for, then you can go ahead and do that. But I like a little bit of definition with the volume, so this is what I just keep doing. As you guys can see now clearer, I just do this to every single section of my hair, and you guys can see it got way bigger. And of course, as the days go on, the hair continues to get bigger, but this is just the stretching routine for the day. And I went ahead and did the other side off camera, as you see, once I finish teasing this side. So once I'm done teasing it, you'll be able to see the big difference, and I'm just pulling out little sections to make it nice and round, and that's the difference between the blown out side and the one that's just the way it is. And you guys can see now that it's all done, you have a nice big curly fro. That's the before and the after. And as you guys can see, this is the final look. This is how it turned out. I love it. This is the first time I've actually fully stretched out my hair with a blow dryer. If you guys want to know how I did my curly routine, like how I got my hair so nice and defined, because you guys know type 4 hair is extremely difficult to define. It took me so long to master the technique, but I finally managed to do it, and it's already up. So if you guys are interested, watch that video. I didn't want to make it too long and do the stretching and the curly routine in the same video, so I will link it in the eye right here, and I'll also link it in the description box below and right at the end of this video. So make sure you check that out if you want to know how to define your type 4 hair, or whatever type of hair you have. You can still use the tips. Also, if you're getting value out of this video, please give it a big thumbs up, because that really helps me and YouTube know that you guys like these kinds of videos. Click my face right there if you'd like to subscribe if you didn't in the beginning, and watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here if you want to watch any of my older videos, including my curly hair routine. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.